Okay, welcome back guys. So if you watched the previous two videos, then you'll know we covered paper 21 and also paper 22 of the October-November 2023 IGCSE series. So in this video then we'll cover paper 23, the final paper of this series. So as always, let's just read the instructions first. Here it says a weather station takes temperature readings once an hour for a week. These temperature readings are stored in a two-dimensional or 2D array called temperatures. Each column contains 24 readings for a single day, and the first temperature is recorded at 0, it's kind of midnight, and the final temperature is at 23, so 11 o'clock. There's going to be 7 columns, one for each day of the week, starting with Monday and ending with Sunday. The variables, max day, min day, average day, you used to store max, min, and average for a day. And then max week, min week, and average week. But just for a week. Okay, here it says the array has already been set up, and I guess the data stored. So yeah, the array has been initialized. Then what we have to do, we need to write a program that meets these requirements. Let me just zoom in. Okay, we want to find the maximum and minimum temperatures for each day. Right, we also want to calculate the average temperature for each day. For each day we also, for each day we just want to output this, right? So the name of the day, and then the maximum, minimum, and average that we calculated. And then basically we just want to do the same for the entire week, right? So the maximum, minimum temperatures for the week, the average, and then just output this. Right, and then here it says all temperatures must be rounded to 2 decimal places. And as always, we need pseudocode or program code, and we need to add comments. As always, we don't need to declare arrays or variables. Ones that are kind of, new, let's say new variables that we create, we will need to declare. But these ones here that they've already declared, we won't have to declare. We also don't need to initialize the data in temperatures. Alright, so I think first, like we've done before, let's just look at the actual structure. So I guess here we can call this days. So basically we've got 7 days kind of as the columns, and then here the rows are actually going to be the hours, right? So when we actually access this, I'll call it T, or maybe temp, right, for temperature. Basically we're going to access this in the form rows, which is hours, and then we want day, right, or days. To me this is a little bit strange, because I would have thought you would go day then hour, but the way they've done it is hour then day. So yeah, you just have to be kind of aware of that, right? Otherwise your code is going to be wrong. They do tell us that here, because they do say, if we look, right, there are 7 columns, one for each day of the week. So yeah, again, it's going to be days will be columns, and then rows will be the hours. Alright, so I think, I'm just going to go ahead and start coding this. And again, if you want this actual test data, you can go here to the exam questions, choose the correct question. Again, just select the year, October 23, then paper 23. And then you can just copy and paste that example code in here. All right, and then I've also copied the instructions from the PDF, right, just to make it a little easier, so I don't have to flick back and forward. Let me just make this full screen, and then I guess we can begin. Right, so first, let's just give ourselves some space here to declare some variables. Now, whenever we want to calculate the average, we're also going to need to calculate the total, because to calculate the average we do the total divided by the number of data items. So let's just go here and we'll declare, and let's say total, or maybe we call it day total, and let's also go week total, because I think we need the average for the day, and also the average for the entire week. And then here these are going to be real. And they're going to be real because the input data is real, or the array data is real. Right, and then let's say we want to find the maximum, minimum for each day. So here then let's just loop through each day. Right, and the way we can do that, let's go for day. We'll start this at 1, and then we just go to 7. And then what we're going to do, let's just set this day total we'll set this day total to 0, okay, for the start of each new day. And again, I'm just going to leave myself some space just in case I need to go back and add something. But then let's also just loop through the hours. And then here is going to be what hour, 1 to 24. All right, and I think probably I'm going to want to set, I mean, what we can actually do, we could start at 1, but we can also start at 2 like this. And then what we'll do is we'll set the min day. And the minimum day is just going to be, well, basically the first temperature. So if we just go temperatures, right here, remember we need the hour. So the hour is actually going to be 2, right? And then the day number, well, this is going to be, this, 4 variable here, okay, the count variable. In fact, sorry, okay, of course this shouldn't be 2, right? This should be 1. Because we want to start from the first hour. But the loop can start from the second hour. Right, and then if we just do the same, well, let's go max day, and we'll then go temperatures. This will also be 1, and just day like this. And the reason we're doing this, I'll probably explain this in a minute. Hopefully this will make a bit more sense. Although there is actually a way where we can start at 1, and then we can use an if statement in here to kind of ensure we get the correct data. But alright, and then let's also say, well, the day total, in fact, right, that can also be this one. Alright, and then what we're going to do, well, inside here, basically we just need some if statements. So let's go if, and then what we'll do is we'll get the current temperature. So that'll be temperatures, right, then we're going to say hour, and then this will be day. And we want to check that if this is less than the min day, right, then we're going to have to set the min day to be, well, this temperatures. Right, and let's just end if. So what this is doing is this is saying, well, if the current temperature is less than, the current minimum temperature, then we're just going to assign the current temperature to be, the new minimum temperature. So for example, I don't know, let's say this first one was like 10 degrees. So the first temperature on day 1 is 10 degrees. Or, day 1 because currently it's day 1. But of course, when we loop the second time, this will be day 2. Okay, so it's just going to start the first hour for each day. Right, and then what we can do, so for example, like, let's say here, now maybe this one is then 5. And this one here is going to be less than 10. So obviously in this case, 5 is less than 10. So what we're then going to do is, then we're going to assign this 5, to be the new minimum. All right, and hopefully that makes sense, because honestly for IG, so often they ask, calculate the minimum, the maximum, the average, and I guess the total as well. All right, so and basically it's always the same, kind of the same structure, usually. Right, and then basically we can just do the same, but for maximum. So if we go temperatures again, let's go hour, day, and to be honest, I'm just going to copy this. Right, and then let's just check if that is bigger than the max day. Right, and then what we're going to do, then we're going to set the max day, and again that's going to be the current temperature. Okay, and then I guess then we also just want to add to this day total as well. So let's go day total, and then we're just going to go day total and then plus the current temperature. And again, here we're starting at 2. Now, if we started at 1, this would actually, this would cause us to kind of double count this day. To kind of double count the first hour, sorry. We could also do it like this. If we start at 0, okay, then that's going to work. This would work, but I guess here we're kind of, we're setting this to hour 1, and then we're just checking hour 1 again. So it's a little bit redundant. But this should also work, right, if you want to do it like this. But I'm just going to do this, right? We can just skip the first hour because, we've assigned them here directly. Right, so I think that's fine. And then if we just go next hour, and then is there anything else we need to do? Yeah, so I think that's fine. So then we I mean, in order to get this one where we want the name of the day, well, we could do it using a case statement. So we could say something like this. Let's go case, right, and then we'll just say of day. And yeah, I'll actually show you two ways we can do this. And then, for example, we could go like 1, and then maybe we'll actually have another string variable. Yeah, I mean, or, well, to be honest, we actually don't really need a string variable. We could just output directly. So, for example, here we can, of course, just go output Monday. And yeah, this is not going to be a character. All right, it's just going to be an integer, sorry. So yeah, of course, here we can go like 1 output Monday. Let's copy that. Then, of course, we can just get output Tuesday, right? You know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Of course, we can have the 7 different case statements like this. And I mean, that's also okay. However, we can also do it another way if we want, where we could actually make an array. So if we make an array, let's call it day names. This is going to be an array. The bounds will be 1 to 7. And then, well, let's go of string. Now, to be honest, I mean, Cambridge, right, I think for AS, they say we can assign it like this. However, for IG, I mean, let's kind of do them all manually. So we can say, for example, Monday. And then, yeah, I'm just going to copy this. Hang on. Yeah, I think that's 7. Right, then, of course, let's say Tuesday. Let's go Wednesday. Right, Thursday. Friday. Right, Saturday. And Sunday. And then, of course, just also here, make sure to update these index values. Right, okay, so here you see, well, we've got, yeah, day, you know, 1 to 7, right, Monday to Sunday. That should be correct. And then what we can do, in that case, we can just go output. Then we go day names, and then here the index is just day. Okay, so yeah, this should output Monday. And again, I'm just going to format this a little bit, so let's go something like this. Let's say, yeah, and then we'll just say like Monday's temperature data or something. Yeah, temperature data. Right, something like that. And then what we can do, let's go output. Let's say the minimum, and the min is going to be the min day. Right, then let's just go maximum. Let's also add a space there as well. Let's go max day. And then here, I guess we'll just go average. And that's going to be, right, so here then we need to calculate this. So if we think this is going to be the day total, and yeah, I think if I look at the instructions, okay, we do also need to round. So I'll do that in a minute. But let's say day total, and this is going to be divided by, what, 24? Yeah, because this is going to be the average hourly temperature. All right, and then if we just make sure just to round all of these, and then I think it says 2 decimal places. Yeah, okay. Again, right, let's add 2 decimal places, and also for this one. Okay, and then I'll just check that's everything. So yeah, the name, maximum, minimum, average. Yeah, okay, so I think that's fine. And if we just test this, so here, then let's also just go next, and this will be next day. Alright, so I think that works. I mean, yeah, Monday minimum, minus 8.2, maximum, average. Yeah, so I mean, I think this works. You know, obviously, if you wanted, you could check the data yourself, right? Or maybe you could use, you know, smaller arrays to check it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is working. Okay, and then, right, then if we look at the next thing we want to do, and does, yeah, okay, that goes all the way to Sunday. All right, that's fine. Right, the next thing we want to do then, well, we want to do the same, but just for the entire week. So I guess then what we can do, well, once we've calculated the day, we can, yeah, okay. So, well, because the thing is, right, currently the minimum week and maximum week, right, they're just empty. They have no value assigned to them. So we can do something like this, where we say if day, and if day equals 1, right, then we're just going to set these to be the kind of starting, like minimum and maximum week values. So do they call it, yeah, min week? And here I guess we can just say min day. Yeah, because I think when it says minimum week, this means, well, the minimum hour, the minimum hourly temperature, right? Not the minimum like total daily temperature. Right, then if we go, okay, max week, that's just going to be the max day. And then do we have this? Yeah, okay, we've got week total, and I guess here that can just be the day total. Right, however else, let's go here. Yeah, then endif. Well, so here then we just want to, so this is if it's day 2. So in this case, we just want to check, well, if this minimum day is less than the minimum week, effectively like we've done here, then we'll just assign the current minimum day to be the minimum week value. So yeah, let's just try and write that. So let's go if, right, min, yeah, okay, let's say min day is less than the min week. Then we'll just set the min week to be the current minimum day, or today today's minimum temperature. Again, we'll just do it for max. So if we go max day, right, and let's see if max day is greater than the max week, then we're just going to set the max max week to be the max day. Right, and then I guess the last one, we just want the total week. So the total week again, or well, week total, like we've done before. Okay, that's just week total and then plus the daily total. And I mean, honestly, like we could actually do this inside the hours. So we could do something like this. I mean, basically the same here, right, where we go week total, and that's going to be week total plus, and then, well, basically plus this. This will give the same answer. Okay, but of course, I mean, here this is slightly less efficient because, well, basically we're just calculating this, 7 times 24 times. So yeah, whatever that is going to be, right? We're obviously doing this calculation, a lot. Okay, there we go. Whereas I guess if we do it here, well, we're actually only doing it. Well, I guess here we're doing it 1 time, right? And then here we're going to be doing it 6 more times, for the remaining days. So yeah, this would actually be kind of faster, and it's going to give us the same result. Okay, and then I guess what we just want to output this again. Yeah, okay, so let's just copy this because I mean basically it's going to be the same. Alright, and then actually this should go outside of the loop, right, because otherwise it's going to output every single day. But yeah, we just want to output once we've looped through all the days and all the hours. So and then I guess here we'll just say like weekly temperature data. Right, and then this is going to be min week. This here is going to be max week. And then here I guess this one is going to be week total. And then yeah, I think here just divided by. Okay, so I think this is going to be, alright, this is going to be divided by 7 and then multiplied by 24, alright, because this is going to be the total for all of the hours. Yeah, so I think this should be fine. Alright, and then let's try and run this. Again, I mean that data seems fine, and then the minimum -13. I mean, let's check that. Yeah, okay, so -13. Right, maximum 29.59. Yeah, I guess that's also this one. So it's kind of strange, Thursday had both the kind of coldest and the hottest, which is, kind of a little bit strange. And I mean, the average, I think this is probably right. So, I mean, again, guys, I mean, hopefully this was a little bit easier than paper 21 again. It's a little bit tricky, just kind of, well, I think the tricky thing is just, looping through the days, looping through the hours. Yeah, especially since, well, for me, I thought they would do like hours as the rows. I thought they would do days as the rows and hours as the columns. But yeah, I guess they decided to do it the opposite way. So again, I mean, well, let's just go and add some comments to this. I mean, here we can just say like declaring variables, maybe declaring total. Well, just say declaring total variables. I mean, this one. I mean, again, we're just declaring day names. Yeah, I think I'm not going to comment that because it's quite easy. Right, let's say assigning day names to variable, or to day names variable. Right, and then here we'll just say looping through all days, or yeah, looping through 7 days in a week. Right, okay, and then this one, and again, you know, there's multiple ways we can do this. And I mean, let's just prove that this gives us the same result. Okay, I'm just going to copy this. Let's call this, like, you know, data. Just paste it here just so we can see it. And then what I'm going to do, let's just delete that. Right, let's say, for example, we start this at 1, and then if we set this to 0 here, right, I mean, this should give us the same result. Yeah, okay, so I've run that. Again, yeah, we get minus 1329. Yeah, okay. So you see, again, you know, this gives us the same result. But I guess, I mean, it's slightly less efficient because obviously we're just doing this one extra time than, you know, sort of what we need to. But yeah, so I'll just set it back. But anyway, let's just go here. And then we'll just say maybe assigning initial values for hour 1 of each day. Right, then we'll say, yeah, looping through remaining hours. Yeah, remaining hours. Okay, I guess here we'll say check, or I don't know, maybe set min if current min is less than, or well, maybe let's say if current hour is less than current minimum. I think that's fine. And then obviously this one we say the same. Right, set max if current hour is greater than current max. And you know, we could say like minimum day, right, maximum day. And I guess, well, let's say, yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe add hour to day total. Right here, we'll just output daily, right, let's say output daily statistics, or yeah, temperature statistics. Here we can just say set, yeah, set day 1 data. And right, I mean, here again, it's just the same, right? So we just say, I don't know, yeah, maybe set min, right, max, yeah, and add to, all right, let's say add to week total, right, for days 2 to 7. Yeah, and then I guess here we'll just say, right, output weekly statistics. Alright guys, so again, I think for this video that's finished. As always, right, any comments, just, well, yeah, any questions, add them in the comments, or, you know, ask in the IG group, yeah, or send me an email or something. Alright, and again, well, I hope to see you in the next video.